Spiritus Mundi. And why did I add it to that video? Well, I parked my car, I walked into the Virginia Fine Arts Museum, towards it anyway, and I saw that white head across the lawn, and I was just drawn to it, and I was like, holy crap. I just finished reading a poem by W.B. Yeats called The Second Coming, and he mentions Spiritus Mundi, I think in the second part of the poem, as some kind of universal consciousness. And I put that in my book in chapter 1 without really knowing what I was talking about. But I have the fictional character, Lord Fairfax, last day of his life, leaving his home in Greenway Court, heading towards Winchester to see the doctor. And he has all of these mystical visions as he's heading down the valley. And what I was trying to capture was, a universal consciousness that had reached out and touched him. So that's why I stopped and made a video of that. And Yeats talks about the kind of the same theme that Tibetan Buddhism does with reincarnation, that there is this universal consciousness that exists in all time, and people, past, present, and future, all emanate from it, go back to it, recreate it, come back, generation after generation. So I just thought it was a great image, and I had to capture it and put it in there. Half the stuff that I record, I don't know, I can't articulate what it means to me, but because my book came to me in a set of images, mental images. I wouldn't call them visions, I don't know. But I always toyed with the idea that the universe was tapping me on the shoulder with these images and saying, write about this. So half the images in the book I was writing about without even knowing what they meant. And as I wrote, I kind of figured out what the image means. And one particular image is that the fictional Lord Fairfax character sees a spring of like silver water, of font that flows out of something and floods the entire valley. And again, that phrase is kind of mentioned in the Second Coming poem by Yeats. So what I managed to do in hundreds of words, he did in probably 40 to describe this sense of universal existence. Human lives interact with that in a timeless manner. So there's a lot of time travel in my book. You can call it time travel. I don't know if that's what it is, but it's how I chose to describe it. People going back and forth, and I think they're going back and forth in this universal consciousness. So just interesting thought. I'm going to try to add these commentaries to the end of all my new videos to try to explain what I'm doing with my recordings. I don't want to add it to the actual recording because I think they stand alone, so I'm just going to have a commentary, caption, title, and then add something to kind of further explain what I'm talking about, so you people don't think I'm crazy. All right, Mark Ewing.